as you can see, we are playing steel drum instruments. These instruments come from the island of Trinidad in the Caribbean. And we've had them here at the college about 5 or 6 years now, so it's been a lot of fun. Now I notice you'll notice there's some Canadian flags on some of these instruments, and that's because we purchased them from a band in Canada, not because that has anything to do with the drums from Trinidad, but nonetheless that is where we got them from. So there are 4 different types or families that we have. So these are lead pan players, which is there's 1 pan for 1 person. These are what are called double seconds, they're viola as it were, and those ones are played 2 pans per 1 person. And then in the back we have triples and quads, and each of those has either 3 or 4 pans per person, and they play a similar thing. They're kind of like the cellos of the band. And then Tammy's holding down the bass for us. Woo! Yeah, right on. So she is the rhythm goddess. We all hail to her as the largest of these 6 instruments that we have. So that is the family of the instruments. So the first piece we played is one called Calypso Jam. It's a very common, typical piece that's played by this type of band. It's known as the style called the Calypso, which is a style that originated in the Caribbean about 100 years ago. It was popularized by the singer Harry Belafonte in the United States in the mid-1950s during a thing called the Calypso craze. But nonetheless, that song is called the Calypso Jam. Now, the next tune is a song that many of you probably know. It's called Crazy by the duo Gnarls Barkley. And since this this instrument is a relatively new instrument and or band, which is to say that it was developed in the late 1930s, so the repertoire that consists of a lot of American popular music. So it is traditional to play American popular music, and therefore we are going to play Gnarls Barkley. So without further ado, it's Crazy. This class, the steel band, as well as the African Drum and Dance Ensemble, are two classes that you can take here at Inver Hills. And these are courses that you take for credit, and you get a gold 6 transfer credit for those of you keeping score. And so it's one just like any other class that you would take in college. And so these are all first-time players. Raise your hand if you played band before this semester. Good. So I think we owe them all a round of applause for learning. So if there are any of you out there who are interested in learning this instrument, in coming in and earning 2 really free or not free, but fun and easy credits, you'll have to finish them, I'm sure. Then you should consider coming joining this ensemble. We have a lot of fun. Class meets Tuesday, Thursday, 9:30 to 10:45 in the morning. So any of the PSEO students out there in the house that are interested, and I'd love to talk to you. And besides, this is the best class, right? Logan, is this the best class?
Yes!
So, the last piece we're playing is a tune called Rant and Rave. And Rant and Rave is what's known as a traditional panorama tune. So every year in February in Trinidad, there's a large island-wide steel band competition called Panorama. And in Trinidad, the steel bands range in size from 30 to 100 members. And there's about 400 to 500 different bands. And they have a large island-wide competition. And they play pieces called Panorama pieces. And this is one of those. And it's a lot of theme and variation. And they're usually extended pieces. They're very exciting, they're very active, and they're very rhythmic. And so this is one of the pieces that we're going to play for you now as part of the teaching component of this course. But I hope you enjoyed the performance. And after this, there'll be a short intermission while we set up the African Drum and Dance Ensemble, and then we'll have the African Dance Ensemble, and I hope you stick around. So without further ado, this is Rant and Rave. Okay.